Alas, you one victim. Fresh meat. Hello, Gridomorphics and TK's 3D Print. Adam, Crispy, Brian, Jorgensen, and Joe. Hello, critters. Matt1 UK. 2 critters from the UK. Mr. Stanley cameo. I love the little licorice bites. Hello, Jan. Yeah, he's a 3D print. I painted him. I kind of suck at painting, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, patio's coming out real nice. Check this out. I got the screen mounted. So I now have a 150-inch screen in my backyard. That's just freaking awesome. That little $229 projector actually works. I mean, that's amazing. Even just a couple years ago, you had to spend $2,000 to get that. I mean, you can't use it during the day. It's not bright enough. Not enough direct sunlight. There's blinds behind that, so it's in an air-conditioned building. It's not going to get melted. If you go to my Amazon page down below, I actually have a an entire list now for backyard. So I have a whole list, backyard movie theater barbecue. And that's the little critter I used right there. Now, there used to be a $30 coupon. I got it for $2.29. There's another one that's very similar. It's basically the same thing. This Vankyo, I believe, is the same thing. And this Goaty is probably the same thing. I have not tried it, but it looks the same on reviews. So if it's daylight, forget it. You don't see anything. But the moment it's nightfall, it is shockingly good for such a tiny price. It's ridiculous how much you can get for that price. And it's true 1080p. So it's genuine 1080p resolution, native resolution. I broke the wheels on my chair. 2 wheels. One of the problems with these heavy-duty chairs is that the wheels are low profile. So if you're not careful, if anything jams in that wheel when you roll it on carpet, it just bends the wheel. And so I call up the company. You know, I don't want them to give them to me. I'll buy them. You know, I love this chair. It holds my weight. And they said they can't. They don't have parts. It's like, but we might be able to replace it under warranty. I was like, you know, I'm willing to pay for it. And they said they just can't. So they're going to try doing the warranty. I'm like, okay. In the meantime, I ordered some um, inline skate style wheels for it. They're supposed to be similar heavy duty wheels. So I ordered those. And if they don't hold up, I got fixed wheels that have like a Teflon piece on the bottom so they don't roll, but they'll slide. So at least I keep using the chair. Right now, it like tips over. Yeah, to get that 150-inch screen, I need to be about 18 feet from the screen. Actually, let me upload that so I can show you guys a better quality picture of it. Good morning, KKP3D. For a small room, you need what's called a short throw projector. There you go. 720p is not that bad. I mean, better than nothing. Certainly better than 320 by 240 scale. So you can see here, there's the projector. And this right here is the actual projector. It's actually sitting on top of my gas tank. I have a 30-gallon gasoline tank, and it just happens to be exactly the right height to sit the projector. I only had to tilt it a tiny bit, and it's projecting onto the screen. You can see the little black dots, the bugs that seem to like landing on the screen. I got to figure out how to discourage the bugs from landing there. Halloween projectors are a pretty cool idea. But as you can see, it's more than bright enough. I mean, I'm blown away by how good it is. As long as there's very little ambient light, then you're fine. I mean, it's wonderful. There's my chair. The wheels are breaking. That is a vivid image. So that's this one right here. Pretty amazing that you can get this kind of a thing now for that kind of price. I mean, that's just pretty awesome. It also plays my MP4s from the USB stick. So I can literally just take a USB drive and plug it into it and watch movies. Right now I have a Chromecast plugged into it, so anything on my phone or on YouTube, I can just cast over to it. Yeah, pretty impressive. I mean to think, well, you can get a 3 LCD Epson now, a refurbished one, but it's $700. Even that's just beyond my budget. I don't know if you can replace anything in this. It might not be serviceable. But at this price, I mean, I know from DLP TVs, the lamp was 150. So at this point, you buy a new one. In 10 years, when this thing dies, you buy a new one. Hello, Timothy. I got 3D Doodlers at the thrift store. I was like, what the hell? That's cool. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to do a giveaway. I got two. I don't need two. So I want to keep one. I want to give you guys one of the other ones. Or they'll be the same price but better specs. That was Red Light that asked what brand the projector was. I got a whole bunch of goodies. There's this program on Amazon called Vine. Basically, it's sponsored reviews. Like, it's official through Amazon. I got invited to join. So I got a whole bunch of crap. CRX is a very high quality machine. You're gonna like it. Yeah, I just got let's see. I grabbed a nice looking HDTV antenna. I got some LED lights for my trailers. I got some shower curtain hooks for my sister. That's gonna be for her bathroom. I figured she'd like that. 1080p endoscope. It's actually not that bad. So, actually, this light you're seeing right here, this light right here is what I'm working on now. It's actually pretty slick. It's actually steel, not aluminum, and it's got a remote. Wait until you see some of the lights. I got some solar powered lights. I already got all the solar powered lights from my shed that's going up for free. Well, it's actually not free. You got to pay taxes. So I'll have to pay, roughly, 20% of whatever the value of the product is in tax. So I'll be trying to sell some of the stuff after the 6-month waiting period to try to help pay for the taxes. But not bad. I got a whole bunch of crap coming in. Hang on, I'll show you. So here's an 8,000 lumen solar powered floodlight, which I'm going to mount on the front of my carport. This solar light's going to go in the shed. You can't see that. There you go. That solar light's going to go in the shed. I got another string of the lights that I use for my patio. Yeah, me too. Another USB battery powered fan. My mom wanted one of those double wall insulated thermoses in red, so got her a red one. This is not free. I bought that for my theater in the back. Individual switch outlet and a 25-foot cable for the audio. Here's a nice wooden kitchen tool set. It's made out of teak, which is nice. I got this wicked. This thing is just. I just want this because it's cool. It's 80 inches by 60 inches. It's like a fantasy astronaut kind of thing. I was like, hell yeah. I got this from Michelle. It's a little water bottle that has the temperature in a lid. Then I got these bowls. These look like nice bowls, 40-inch bowls, or 40-ounce, or 62-ounce bowls. So they're porcelain, not that heavy stoneware, so that'll be pretty cool. I always wanted one of these. I was never willing to spend the money on it. It's one of those phone mounts where it has a sensor. It's got wireless charging, and it's got a sensor so that when you put the phone near it, it opens up and then it closes back down again. It's pretty slick. I got another one of these USB power stations. I actually have a big one of these that has like 50 ports, and it'll actually push 2 amps to each port. And it even has a display at the bottom that tells you how many amps is being drawn. It's pretty cool. And this is another one, a smaller one. But this one's got 20 ports, and it can push 20 amps. This is pretty neat. You guys will actually get to see this in use at some point. This is a tripod with phone mount, remote control, and ring light for doing selfie videos, for doing review videos. I was like, cool. Some silicone spatula or silicone basting brushes. So I got another one of these lights. It's going to be here today. This came in today as well. These are pretty cool. So it's a lamp with USB ports in the bottom. I am Groot. Oh, this is going to be neat. I got a 66-foot RGB strip. I'm going to put it around the entire patio in the back so I can add some color. Just because. Why not? Here's the lights I got for the shed. So solar panel, 2 lights you hang inside. It's even got a remote. Some really slick stuff. Another floor lamp. Got a kite. Got some gliders. I'm going to strap them to rockets. Even got some resin for the resin printers. So, pretty slick. I got this from Michelle. It's really pretty nice. It's a touch lamp, LED bulb, 3 brightnesses, and it's got 2 USB ports that actually can push 2 amps. Not bad. So you'll be seeing a whole bunch of that on Life of Nerese. So I was like, pretty darn slick. And if you do less than $600, they don't send nothing to the IRS. So you don't have to worry about taxes. But once you go over $600, then you have to pay taxes. They invite you to join. Amazon, this is official through Amazon. Your reviews will actually be marked. No, I don't have the money to. But they're going to love me because I do all video reviews. And I think that's part of what they look for. I think part of what they look for is people who do pictures and video. Because that attracts more people to read your review. So I suspect if you start doing video, do little 3 to 5 minute video reviews of whatever products you buy on Amazon, you might get an invite. But make sure they're video reviews. Actually, set up a little. You could even go to Dollar Tree and get one of these. Or, hey, you guys are 3D printers, you could print one. But I don't believe in printing what I can just buy for $1. You get one of these, and usually what I'll do... Oh, where is it? I'll usually take something like, a box. And then the mount on top of it. And that'll usually give you about the right angle. Like that. And that'll usually give you just about the right angle to do a little, review of a product. It'll actually kind of look like what you're seeing on that camera right there. So you can do it. Just use your cell phone. Do it in 720p to save some space. If you have a slow internet connection. 1080p if you have a fast internet connection. But yeah, that's all you need. Hey, I got the latest UFO box in. From Alien 3D. I am disappointed, Josh. I am very disappointed, Josh. No yum-yums. I always look forward to the yum-yums. And there's no yum-yums. This month we got Ice Blue PETG. We got some HQA PLA Plus. Nice orange. We got some Greengate Recycled PETG in pink grapefruit. That's actually a pretty nice color. And then we have Slice Engineering in collaboration with Slice Engineering from Greengate 3D. Recycled PETG in orange. And then 2-year anniversary sticker. Oh yeah. And this I thought was really cool. I don't know if Josh did this or someone else did this, but I thought this was so cool. It's a cap, and it says all caps for 3D Jimmy. That's just cool. Hope someone remembers me like that when I die. That's really, really cool. I think that is just awesome that he did that. There it is. That's just awesome. That's awesome, Josh. You got a piece of Capricorn XS. Nice big piece, too. That's actual legit Capricorn. And there's a Capricorn sticker in here. Then he also includes a breadboard and a bunch of goodies to build something. Whole bunch of LEDs. That's awesome. That's really, really slick that they did that. So, where is the dinosaur? Is the dinosaur on here somewhere? I'm wondering if Godzilla is still being put on here. Ah, it's 100 down later. But that's your latest UFO. That just came in yesterday. This July 2020. Oh, the Godzilla. I gotta find a good fly trap. You should see how many dead flies I have by the window in the kitchen. I kill them every morning. Spray bottle filled with some, some degreaser and some Dawn soap and shook up, and it's pretty effective. They coat their wings so they can't fly anymore and they die. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue them. We'll have to see. Jeff Bezos is now worth 50% of the Dow, and he cut commissions by a ridiculous amount. Well, the cats are not allowed up on the counter, and they know that. But yes, they try to catch the flies. Although they seem to get overwhelmed when there's a bunch of flies. When there's one fly, they go crazy and they try to catch it. But when there's a whole bunch of flies, they get like I don't know, disheartened or overwhelmed, or they can't handle it when there's like 10 flies flying around them. When I say I probably have 50 dead flies, I'm not kidding. There's probably 50 or 60 dead flies. Apparently flies, moths, and grasshoppers are the only real problems around here. But at least they don't bite. They're not biting flies. Back in New Jersey, we had flies that would take. I got an electronic bug zapper paddle, but I think I got to return them and get a different kind because these the grid is too dense, and I think the flies can see it coming, or the wind in front of it pushes the flies out of the way, because it's shockingly difficult to get the flies with these paddles. And yeah, I love the strawberry. Strawberry, wild cherry, and peach are my favorites. So I don't even know what's in these. I found these at the thrift store. They were like 13 bucks each. So I was like, well, hell yeah, I'm buying both. I figure I'll do a giveaway and give you guys one of them. And otherwise, try and play with it. I'm trying to get one of those Sculptios from Joann's. If I can figure out how to get one, I'm going to try. And why won't you open? Why does it do that? Because I clicked the wrong window. So if anybody wants to get one of these locally for me, I will pay you for it and pay shipping. I'm trying to get one of these, but the only store near me doesn't have one. It's a Sculpto Pro 2 3D printer. It's 99 freaking dollars. So if anybody has a Joann's, you go to joann.com. If anybody's willing to grab one for me, I'll pay for it. It'll probably cost like 40 bucks to ship it. But yeah, I'm trying to score one of those. Oh, the spiders don't come in the house, so I don't care. Oh, we have praying mantises too. Plus, I'm talking about because it's a $100 3D printer. It looks pretty slick. That's another video I can do. I don't even know how good it is, and I don't care. It's $100. The Fuji apple is very good, and so is the pineapple coconut, but we can't get it around here. I can get the Fuji apple around here, but not the pineapple coconut. We can get that in PA, but not here. So it looks like it comes with this extra kit that doesn't normally come with it. So you get both. I can try one, see if I can find one that works. Now, isn't that interesting? This actually comes with different size nozzles as well as different shape nozzles. So let me bring this in here so I can show you guys this. So that comes with this one says ribbon square. Hang on. Ribbon square triangle, 0.5 millimeter, 1 millimeter, and 1.5 millimeter. That's pretty slick. And I'm guessing this is the tool to actually change the nozzle. Yes. So that is the tool to change the nozzle. Oh, it's even got a little storage thing, like a screwdriver storage thing. So you can store the extra nozzles in there. That's pretty slick. And then the 3Doodler itself. Oh, here it is. This is the 3Doodler 2.0. Slick. You can never have too many gadgets. Okay, comes with little sticks. So that's a pack of pastel color PLA. That's another pack of PLA, transparents, and your standard, white, black, gray, clear, and clear blue. Second pack of that. Well, now that's some vibrant colors. Ooh, flexible. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's pretty freaking slick. There's some neons. It's supposed to come with some ABS, too. Give you a better view. Nice pair of scissors, and they're Fiskars scissors. So they're not cheap scissors. They're actually decent quality scissors, and they're orange. Uh-oh. Oh, it just fell out. I was like, that looks like where the pen's supposed to be. Looks like it just fell out. Oh, this is used. So this has been returned. You can see there's filament on the pen there. Okay. It's got a low and a high, I'm guessing, for PLA and ABS. Looks like it's just 5 volts, 1.2 amps. So this should be able to be powered by USB. Now that makes it much more interesting. Imagine doing repairs on the spot in the field. Okay. Yeah, 5 volt, 1.2 amps, which means I just got to find out. That looks like a 6mm plug, 5mm plug. So I should be able to get another one of these plugs and make a USB cable for this, so I can power this on a power bank. So I can use a little rechargeable power bank to drive this thing. That would make this very portable. And some tools. I'm guessing that's for cleaning out the filament path. Looks like a wrench. I'm guessing that's for the nozzle, actually. Yep, that's a nozzle wrench. And then, I don't know what this is for. It's a little pokey stick. Or something. Very interesting. Oh, I also got the cable in from my trailer mover. So, there's the extension cable I needed. So, I'll put that on today. Let's get this plugged in over here. The high-low is just the temperature. So on here, it says high and low. So low would be PLA wood fill, and high would be the TPU and ABS. I am not sure what this is. Heat vent? I don't know what that is. And that's the only button down here. Off, low, and high. I'm not sure what that's for. Heat ducting? And then here's your slow and fast. So how quickly you want it to extrude. The little blue screw in the hole. What little blue screw in the hole? Oh, I see. There must be something in there, because there is a symbol here for adjusting something. Come on, autofocus. Don't be a prick. There you go. You can see that little symbol there. Okay, it's lighting up. So that'll either be green or blue, probably depending on the temperature you selected. While that's heating up, let's see what's in this box. Apparently there are other ones. I don't think I have the triangle one. Oh yeah, I do. Triangle. There it is. Kind of wish these used regular nozzles. It'd be nice to try these nozzles out on the a regular printer. Well, heat up pretty quick. Oh, it's a smoothing tool. I was wondering what that was. For smoothing out what you print. So yeah, that's a little wrench. And it's also got storage for the nozzles. It's $12.99 for the whole thing. I guess they were selling them separately. They decided to put them together. So here you go. You can store the extra nozzles and the smoothing tool in here. That's pretty darn slick. And this should allow you to take off the nozzle. There you go. Interesting. So it's an actual threaded rod in there. Cool. Well, let's feed it. We'll give it some pink. Oh, it's not loading, which probably means it's jammed, or it had ABS in there, so let me put it on high. Yeah, gotta hide them from the cats, that's for sure. Okay, it just, I can feel it touching something in there, but it doesn't want to go. Okay. Oh yeah, something's jammed up in there. Oh, there's nothing in there. At least not in this part. There it goes. Oh, whatever was in there, I think I just got it out. It's trying to. Let's try the old printer trick. That is the forward button. It's hitting something in there that's not allowing it to go forward. Yeah, I can feel it hitting something in there. There is no back button, actually. There, so I know it can go through. Oh, wait, maybe if I... help it a little bit. I wonder if the motor got stripped out inside there. I can hear the little motor going. Definitely was plastic in there. You see a little plastic on the end of that. But why won't it feed? Maybe these were returns. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I got it to go, but I think it is stripped. Oh no, it's feeding. Maybe. I think the little motor might be stripped out in there. So they had purple in there. Yeah, I think the little motor is stripped out in there. Hear it? If I manually push it, it goes through. And now it stopped. It curled up inside there. That can't be good. Yeah, I think this one might be stripped out. Nozzle is off. I took the nozzle off. Okay, let's try the other one. I have a feeling it's stripped inside there. No reason to apologize. Yeah, that kind of sucks. This one's used as well. I hope that doesn't mean both of them are bad. I don't know if that's something that's fixable or not. I honestly have no idea. If it's the little motor inside, if the gear got destroyed, probably not. It's getting hot. Sounds different. but it's still not feeding. Blue plastic in this one. Is that 3mm? I guess it is, yeah. 3mm. There's 1.75. And there's 3. I don't think so. I don't think these devices are that complex. I wonder what this is. Nope, won't let me push this one in either. Let me see if there's any kind of trick to it. I can't imagine it's very complex. No, they use 3mm, not 1.75. This is all 3mm. See? That's 1.75, so that's obviously 2.85mm. I am pressing the feed button. Here. That's the motor inside going. But it's not grabbing. It's just not grabbing the filament. So either it's not grabbing or stripped, or... Let's see what this says. Okay, there's supposed to be a screw drive inside there. Okay, both buttons at the same time is reverse. Oh, there is a way to get to the filament path. Okay. There is a way to get inside there. This is a pin that you can pop out. Now that's a little shim that comes out. Okay. Now this comes out. Oh yeah, big ball of it in there. Okay. Now I should be able to grab that and remove it. There we go. Yeah, that was all messed up in there. Okay, that turns. Little screw drive in there. Little Archimedes screw. Okay. So now I should be able to put this back in place. Ah, so that's how you clear out the filament path. Okay. Yeah, now I feel it. I feel it going into that grab. There's like a resistance, and then you push, and then it clicks in place. And if you turn it clockwise, that should help it engage. But the filament had buckled. That's why the pokey tool wasn't working. So why isn't this grabbing? I can see marks on it. Oh, it's definitely melting it. I can feel the heat. I still think it's the motor drive. I think the worm drive just isn't doing its job. It's chewing the end of it. Okay, and that's clear. I suspect that the motor that turns that worm drive is giving up the ghost. As you can see, it extrudes just fine. See? So it's getting plenty hot enough. Let's try that now. Huh, the tab broke for this thing. Okay. Now it's fully loaded. A little bit of filament in there. Let the nozzle get hot. 3Doodler version 2. Oh, wait a minute. Is it pushing in or out? I think that motor is failing. Oh, this might be lame. This is an Amazon, sadly. This is a thrift store, so there is no returns. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was pushing it out instead of in. I mean, it definitely is getting hot enough, as you can see. Let's try taking apart the other one. Yeah, they can get pretty hot. Hey, Michelle. Okay. I see a little bit of filament in there. I'm trying to get out. You can use them. Imagine a 3D printer that you hold by hand. There we go. Bit of filament there. Okay. That is clear. Did I leave that off? Yes, I did. No, I couldn't do that. Not if I know it's not working. Okay, filament path is clear. Oh, there's some filament in there. I can see it. Ah. Come here. There it is. Bit of a clog up there. Okay. And that is all clear. Okay. Put this cover back on. Insert the pin. There we go. I was also thinking this would be great for supports. I think the motor's just done got the torque. Wait a minute. It's pushing it out. That's what's happening. It's pushing it out. Why would it be reverse? No. I did. It makes this blink, which indicates it's going in reverse. See? How it's blinking? Oh! You gotta hold the button. I didn't realize that. It's always in reverse unless you hold the button. So it's like, I guess that's like retraction? I'm not sure why it would do that. I think I figured it out. I feel dumb. There it goes. You gotta hold the button. I can see it pulling it in now. The manual probably did say that. I wonder why the fast button don't work. So why isn't it working at all now? You have to let it finish retracting? Oh, now it's pushing. Oh, that's weird. Alright, it's extruding now. Now it's retracting. Okay, that's weird. Let me see if the instructions actually say that and make a fool of me. Yeah, press and hold for the desired extrusion speed. Yeah, now I feel dumb. Actually, I did read the directions. I just missed the part here where it said press and hold. Where it says press and hold. I just read, press for the speed that you want, fast and slow. I just somehow missed the hold part. I don't know how I missed that. And double click for continuous flow. So press and hold to extrude, release retracts, pressing both buttons reverses to unload it, and then double tap to continuously extrude. Oh, it is tiny freaking text. Now that's pretty cool. You can put it in continuous extrude mode, and then while it's in continuous extrude, if you press the button, it'll pause it momentarily, and then let go, and it'll continue again. That's pretty cool, actually. And you can even change extrusion speed mid-flow. That's pretty cool. Let's double check, make sure this one works okay. I have a feeling we're going to find out this one works just fine. We're going to do blue in this one. Yes, it's working. My dumbass didn't completely read the directions for how to do it properly. User error. RTFM. I somehow missed the word hold. I actually did read it. I don't know. I missed the word hold. So obviously I didn't read it well. Did you? Yep, it's extruding fine now. There it goes. There we go. Cool. They both work. That is good. Yep, RTFM. I'm hoping that this bed surface will stick. Oh yeah, that'll work. Why isn't it continuously going? Oh, because it's cooling off. Or the power plug popped out. Cool. Okay. go with the faster speed. You can buy. The 3mm makes sense because the 3mm is easier to deal with when you're doing stick format like this. Assuming it's standard. Oh, it doesn't want to feed. Every now and then it jams though, like it's not gripping it. Shows how artistic I am, huh? I tried to do top layers. Thank you, Adam. The adjustment screw, I think, is that for speed or temperature? Print a Marvin. I do have a couple rolls of 2.85. I gotta find them. That's for temperature. So there's a little adjustment screw there that is to change temperature. Looks like you could change it plus or minus 5 degrees. I guess you could say that's a one Marvin leg. Let's try the other one. Yeah, it'll be a shipwreck, that's for sure. I want to do a bigger nozzle, though. That's what I really want to do. Are you having fun? Come here. You want some patting? You're a good boy. That's what I'm thinking to come in handy too, is repairing parts in the field and stuff like that. Yeah, for real. Well, 2 hours at a time. Then you got to give the pen a 30-minute break. Okay. Oh, I think I'm out of plastic. Well, I got the two legs and the keychain hook. Oh, I just might keep that. It's kind of a Marvin. I got the 2 feet. Good crotch shot. Oh, you can see I was going skewed. My x-axis had I had a shift in my x-axis. I got to tighten my x-axis belt. Actually, his butt's pretty good. Oh, that's awesome. I think I'm going to keep that. Even stands up. Oh, I wish you could get extrude a little faster. Nope, no infill, phase mode. Yeah, the day after the nuclear blast, that's what's left of Marvin. Oh my god. That's awesome. What else can I do with that? Now I'm having fun. Here's some flexible. Woo, talk about stringing. Yeah, that is flexible too. Ooh, your best bet is you're gonna. Okay, there's two things you can do. Hang on. Okay. Let me go get the tool for you. Hang on. I know exactly where it's at. You need one of these. It's a Fat Max chisel. Okay. So you have a part that's really stuck down. You place the chisel flat on the bed like this, and you just give it a tap. You just take the chisel in your hand. Can you see that? Why the hell can't I see that? Here we go. So you have the chisel like this, as low down as you can, and you just tap, tap, tap. That's all you do. Okay? But you need to have a chisel that has a nice edge, not a rough edge. These are exceedingly dangerous, so be careful. I mean, these things will fuck you up if you cut yourself with these. They'll go right through you like a hot knife through butter. All right, but you just give it a little tap, tap. If it's a small part like this, just a couple taps and it'll pop the part right off. For bigger parts, the idea is to create a wedge, to create an opening. So you tap, tap, tap until you get an opening. Once you have an opening, then you come in with something flexible like this. Or better would be the tool that I have listed on my page. Looks like a cake knife, but it's super, super flexible. Okay, so you come with the cake. This is too sharp, but to give you an idea, you come down flat with the tool and you bend the tool flat against the bed like this, and you work the tool into that gap you created with the chisel, and you just work the tool in there. And if it's a very large part on a very stiff bed like glass, don't try and force it. Come on. Get it under part way, stop, turn the part around, tap a new entry point from a different angle, and then again, flat down on the bed, work it in, and then again, come at it from a different angle, tap, tap, make an opening, come in with a thin flat tool that you can push flat against the bed like this. See, the idea is you want that tool to be flat against the bed like that. Otherwise, you're prying instead of forcing a gap, and you could break a chunk off your bed. But that's basically it. These are the tools. Let me bring them up. Amazon. I'm gonna bring them up for you so I can show them to you. Sorry for the yawning. That and that. So what you want is this Stanley Fat Max, 18 bucks. You want a nice heavy chisel. You want a fat chisel, because what you're depending on is not the sharpness of the chisel, but the mass. Then you want this tool here. See how it looks like a long, skinny cake knife? that is going to have that nice flexible edge so that when you put it against the bed, you can fold it flat like that. So I'm going flush with the bed. You don't want this. You want this. This company actually took my advice and sharpened the edge of that tool. Originally it was dull. Now it has a slight edge. Not enough to make it sharp like a knife, but enough to allow it to get under that little crack you make to get under the part. And the trick is for it to be thin enough and flat enough and flexible enough that you can... I actually have an entire video on that. I believe that's how I found it. There it is.
Tiny parts.
So I have an entire video on this.
Very small parts, like if you're removing something tiny. Welcome to today's 3D.
I have a dedicated video on just this. But this year I printed a little my abstract representation of a Marvin. I even tried to get the little ears to stick out. You can see the little ear trying to stick out there. And then turn that off for now. Also, another tool that comes in handy is your nippers. Better would be the Creality nippers since they open up further. These don't open up as far. But for little parts like this, nippers come in handy. They will damage your part a little bit. They tend to do a little bit of damage on them. So you take the nippers like this, and you can feel it when the nippers are flat on the bed like that. And when you get them flat on the bed, you just give a little nip underneath your part, and it'll pop the part right off the bed. This is very handy for if you have a large part with little fingers that come down to the bed, and you tend to break off those little fingers. So imagine if you were to print like a standing octopus like this. Well, the main part of the body will come off pretty easy, but these little fingers will tend to break if you're not careful getting them off. Well, that's where the nippers come in handy. You just come in underneath there and give them a little nip, and you pop off each little tiny part until you have all the parts off the bed. For printing minis and stuff like that, this can come in really handy. So my 3 printing removal tools is the cake knife, which is out in the bus somewhere. Well, it's not in a bus, it's in the container now, but the cake knife, the nippers, and the fatbacks. But watch that video, and that'll go through the whole process. You do not have to use force, okay? You should be able to hold this with 2 fingers, okay? When I typically use this, it's 2 fingers, okay? I'll do my best, Miss Ellie. But you just basically want to hold this with 2 fingers and just tap, tap. That's all you're doing. If you have to put force behind it, you're doing it wrong. Stop. Because inevitably, I don't care how careful you are, inevitably, you're going to put your hand on the other side of that print bed to stabilize that print bed. And what's going to happen is you will, not when, not if, but when, you will slip and you're going to slice right through yourself with that tool because you'll never be able to stop in time. Okay? So keep your hands over here where they're safe and use just 2 fingers. Just tap, tap, tap. You know, when you start learning to practice, because otherwise you're going to fuck yourself up. If this falls on your leg and hits an artery, you're done. This will go through you like a hot knife through butter. I mean, this is just stupidly sharp. I mean, it just slices through that like it's nothing. I mean, it's just so stupidly sharp. And this is a well-used one. So please be careful with these and make sure you... One of the reasons I like this Fat Max is I can fold it shut. Now it's safe. So it won't hurt me, because it will hurt you. It will mess your day up. I mean, I've seen people fuck themselves up pretty bad with chisels. All right, it's a very good tool, but it's a very dangerous one if you abuse it. All right, so 2 fingers, literally, just hold it with 2 fingers. Tap, tap, tap. You're depending on the mass of the blade to do its job, and it's so flat that most of the times it won't damage your print surface. I can sit here all day and do this. I'm pushing down. You can hear me scraping. You know, it's not. I can see all this excess crap I have on here. Look at that. Comes right off. All that excess crap. There you go. It's all gone. All right. As long as you keep that tool flat, it shouldn't dig in and damage your bed. See? No damage to the bed. You do that with this, and inevitably, one of these points is going to dig right into the bed and tear it apart. If you have one of these and you want to make them a little bit better, what you can do is grind this edge. So take these 2 points and grind them up, and that will stop these points from digging into your bed and damaging your bed. Ooh, yeah, that's not fun. I've sliced myself pretty good. So yeah, if you're not careful. Outdoor theater's coming along good. I got a full 150 inches and it looks great. Let me show it to you. Hang on, I'm bringing a picture up. Look at that. 150 inches, baby. Takes up the whole wall of the container. It just fits. Like, it goes almost all the way down to the ground. There's like a foot there. Steel toe boots, baby. Chisels are no joke. Chisels will mess you up. Very valuable tools, but very dangerous tools. So yeah, I got a full 150-inch screen in my backyard. It is amazing. I can't wait until I get the speakers tomorrow and I get to hook up the speakers. Yeah, 1783. It's dirt cheap. But the biggest reason I suggest this one is because it folds. It just, that's it. Now it can't hurt you. Now the tool's safe. Someone just posted a picture of an infant that had 6 fingers and toes on each hand and foot. So what are they, base 24? Or base 12, or is it? How does that work? There you go. They've restocked them pretty regularly. Pretty darn cool, though. That's pretty neat. Do I have anything else I can show you guys? Oh, this was pretty cool. Look at that cloud formation there. Oh, there's the couches I got. 180 bucks. I got all that for 180 bucks. I got to put a platform or change the feet on this one because this is what I sit on and it's too low. I don't use this. I just put it there for the picture. But I also got this awesome outdoor cooler. It's an ice chest. It's orange. These couches are orange. These were a great deal. I mean, these are in great condition. This not such great condition. But you know something? For something I'm leaving out on a patio, I don't care. What else do I got? The floor is all done now. We reinforced here. We added more base supports and we double layered the floor. Much stronger now. Much sturdier. I also decided to say screw it. I spent the money to buy the OSB. So it will be, these walls are all up now. Actually, hang on. I'll go get you a picture right now. There we go. So there's the back wall. We just have to put the runners, the reinforcements in this wall. Floor is completely done. They were gonna do it with just a metal skin, and that didn't jive with me. So I paid the extra to OSB skin. That's this wood here, to skin it and then put the metal on top of that. So there's the cooler. This will be the door for here. There's the screen and the setup. You see I use my fuel tank as a stand. Perfect height. Right there is where I need it. So I might not be able to ceiling mount it, because if I ceiling mount it, I'm going to have to use keystoning to correct it, because I'd have to dangle it all the way down here. So I might just make a little custom stand right here between the armrests to sit the unit right there. This is my patio out back. I got new trash cans, so I got 100-gallon trash cans now. That's the OSB to skin the entire thing in the roof. And there's the metal. And it's the same metal that they used on the carports, so it'll all match. And there's the floor. Cats gave me a heart attack the other night. I was outside. I fell asleep on the couch watching the YouTube video. And my sister opened the back door, and she did not close the back door all the way. And both cats came outside. Ooh. Noel actually got scared. He was back here by the hinge, and he was so scared, it didn't dawn on him to go to this side of the door to get back in the house. So he tried clawing through the door here. He just wanted back inside. He almost went down here, but I heard him crying, and it woke me up. I couldn't find Ender for half an hour. Ender was underneath the deck right here. That's why Noel was about to try to go down, because Ender went down. Thank God he didn't run, because they'd have been gone. Something would have eaten them. So I really told Michelle, you got to be really careful. Got to make sure that door's closed. Got to push on it, make sure it doesn't pop open. Oh, that scared me. The tank is it's actually got a rust hole in the bottom, so I can't use it for fuel, sadly. I gotta fix it. I do have a tank repair kit, you know, that epoxy resin stuff that you pour inside the tank to fix it, because that's a $250 tank. That's a 30-gallon fuel tank, and so I want to repair it. Hey, Fernando. No, there's not a whole lot of theft, and I have lights and cameras everywhere, so that won't be much of a problem. This stuff will all be bolted down. And but so far, zero theft issues. The yeah, it's working. It's coming along. I'm kind of hoping they'll come out today and work on this, because it's beautiful. It's only 80 degrees out today, and when the humidity's 20%, 80 degrees feels fantastic. Like, it's really nice out right now. I want to ceiling hang the projector. The problem is I would need to dangle it all the way down to here. So yeah, this barbecue grill is going to go here, and then my my cooktops are going to go probably over here. Actually, I'm going to put like a buffet here, and have like a microwave and a fridge out here, a little microwave and fridge. And then my cooktops will go right here, because I don't want to get stuff all over the screen. I'm thinking about it. The house in the house in the trailer. Oh, you mean this? Yes, this will be skinned, of course. They'll have to build the wall first and then lift it up into place, because this is obviously too heavy to move now. So yes, this will all be. Do I have a picture? So yes, this will all be wall, except this will be an opening here for this door, and then it will be weather strip sealed to the house with flashing on the top. Yes. So My grill will actually be sitting right here. I probably have a better view. Hang on. Do I have a better view I can show you? Here we go. So this grill is going to sit right here. Okay, my cooler sits here. The couches are here. And then on this other face of the shed will be the other cooktops. Hey, Mark. Welcome back. YouTube sometimes allows YouTube links. Try posting just the extension part of the link. Hell yeah, if you guys can get here, I'll do a barbecue. So here's a YouTube link. What you can do is post this portion of the link, and sometimes this will work. Not always, but sometimes this will work. So here's a YouTube link. What you do is you grab this part here. Yeah, okay, that worked. Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to tell you to do. Now that it hid that because YouTube knows what it is. But now all you have to do is go to youtube.com and paste that at the end. So now if you go to youtube.com, and I'm still looking, if somebody wants to pick one of these up for me, I'll pay them for it. But Joann's Fabric has this for 99 bucks, and I really want one. So now you go to youtube.com/paste that, and now you can load links. 2,000-inch music video. Well, I'm not going to watch that because I'll probably get a copyright strike, but I'll watch it later. I got this here is the extension cable that I got. Seriously? Come on. So here's the extension cable I got for that, so I can make that cable longer. I may try to make it remote control later. Maybe. But yeah, this floor is 1.5 inches thick. It's double 3/4 inch plywood, and it's offset overlay, so they're not weak. Yeah, that's what I did with the wheelchair. You guys get a kick out of that. So I put a 1 7/8 inch ball where the seat sits, and now I can use the haul trailers around. It works surprisingly well. I have a little video of it moving it. What did I do with that video? What did I do with it? I don't think any of this is it. Yeah, I don't know what I do with it. But, yeah, hopefully this will get going, speed up a little bit, because I want to get this shed done. I have a charcoal grill out here, and a smoker, and the propane grill. I also have 2 cook stoves. One's going to have a griddle on top, and one's just going to be a cook stove. But it's working good. That's my paper furnace for burning paper and cardboard. That's when they first started putting it up. Little by little, I love this, whatever this was, the rays shining through here. And then this one, this little circle coming through the clouds there. I thought that was neat. My baby. He's such a good cat. I wonder what this little double slit here in her ear is. I thought he got injured, but he's got the same thing on both sides, so it's symmetrical. Awesome, Colin. It'll probably be like 30 or 40 bucks to ship it. I don't mind. If you can grab one, that would be amazing. I have one Joann's here. The system said they had it yesterday, but when I called them, they couldn't find it. So they don't have it. Apparently there's a coupon too that some people get. One guy got one for 75 bucks. So all cats have that? Your cat has that too? That little flap there? He's such a beautiful cat. He's a good boy. He's still catching mice. We're on like 8 mice now, which is freaking awesome. Oh. Later today, I'll have the wheels to repair my chair. I wonder what it's for. Cat change purses. So my cat steals something, check there. He's a good cat. All right, Travis, you have a great day. Yep, the pens worked fine once I RTFM, read the fucking manual. You have to press and hold the button to feed filament. If you just press and let go, it retracts the filament. So I made a Marvin. Kind of. Obviously, I'm not very artistic. Where I could see this coming in handy, though, is using this TPU material to make repairs to rockets. So that would come in handy for that, I think. I think it gets hot enough. Does he have a near bald patch between his eye and ear? I don't know. Hang on. Where's that picture? Between his eye and ear. I don't think so. Yeah, it came with a couple packs of Flexi. It actually came with a pretty decent selection of filament. I'm really surprised. I think that was Thunder. That might have been Thunder. Oh, I definitely can't use this in the rain. The sound of the rain on that roof, yeah, it's deafening. You can't hear a thing. He's a good cat. Very, very pretty cat. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty flexible. I mean, I can wrap it all the way around like that. So I guess about like the TPU, the cheap TPU you buy on Amazon. So it's not going to be like that really soft stuff like Ninja Flex. Although slightly more flexible than like Ninja Flex, the cheap stuff. Day after Marvin, he got hit by a flamethrower. There's my start line right there. Oh, wrong one. Oh, there's the Marvin. Lack of depth perception doesn't help. No, I'm keeping it. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, these are called silver tabbies. The except he's a little more golden. He's got a bit of a golden color. The Day After is also a modern sci-fi movie. I mean, the science is bullshit, but the movie's fun. Actually, it's called The Day After Tomorrow, I think. Yeah, so this would be somewhere between 85 and 98. Does it say? I doubt it. It doesn't say what the show hardness is. Made in Spain. That's interesting. That's my phone. That's just my phone. LG V40. These modern cell phones they have absolutely tremendous cameras. I mean, look at his eye. Look at that. These modern cell phones take extraordinary pictures. We are on the verge of, and it's got 3 cameras. Over here. It's got 3 cameras on there. So it's got a regular wide angle, a super wide angle, and a 2 times telephoto zoom. So if I take a picture, actually show you. So this is your super wide. This is your regular wide. And this is your zoom. Well, it only really has 100 megapixels if you're in broad daylight, because the noise on that sensor is going to be incredible in anything but broad daylight. I'll upload the moment I can show it to you guys. Any phone. Oh, sorry. Any flagship phone made in the last 5 or 6 years is going to you can even go back as far as maybe 10 years. Any flagship phone from the S2 onward is going to have a shockingly good camera. I bet it does. Well, the moon's going to be super bright. So that might actually work if you get it a full moon. Here we go. So that's wide angle. That's normal. And that's the zoom. So that's the 3 different cameras right there. So it looks like the zoom and the wide angle are both 4032 by 2272, and the wide angle is 4656 by 2620. So there's your 3 cameras. Hey, Vaughn. That's the thumbnail for today. Here's a little nosy. Hi, baby. Here's my little nosy. You're a good boy. You're a good cat. I got lucky. I got very good cats. Oh, it's going to be wonderful to be able to get rid of this crap. I'm actually thinking about putting the 2 leather chairs over here and using that to have an indoor projector screen. Yep, that's the Creality tent. My cats have confiscated it. They've said, it's ours. Don't touch it. Well, I got couches and a projector screen and a projector. This is the small one. I have the large one right there. Yeah, the large one's made for like the Ender 5 Plus CR10. So you definitely want the small one. Are you moving your film location? For doing this, yes. Once this mess is cleaned up and I get that stainless steel table right here and I get my shelves behind me, this will be my film studio right here. So I won't have a window anymore in the way. Although now that I have the canopy there, not as much light comes through there. So I got this. I got a projector. So now I can have a 200-inch or 150-inch. Yeah, 150-inch. That's a 150-inch projector screen. And this $260 projector is bright enough to do 1080p on that. That's amazing. The speakers are on their way in, so I'll have nice speakers to shine on it. And then I got couches, used, of course. You know, I couldn't afford these new. Yes, it should be good. I plan to have at least 3 tables in here because I got to do Vine videos, I got to do rocketry videos, and I got to do these videos. So that's the patio out back now for watching movies. It's fun. That is underneath here. That was them putting it up. You can see here they put this flashing on here to make sure the rainwater that comes off the roof doesn't go in between the crack here. Yes, I have a CR6 SE and I also did the Kickstarter. They sent me one for review and I also bought in on the Kickstarter. I don't know of any more resin printers. Because I haven't heard anything. Oh, man. Let's see what I'm missing here. I do wonder, can I repair a 3D printed part with the pen? So I wonder if I were to break this. There we go. So could I stitch this back together? I have a feeling they will. Thank you, Cobus. Okay, so let's turn this on high. Awesome, dude. So I cracked that. And now I'm wondering, can I use this to stitch this back together? Well, I got flexible loaded in here. I'm hoping that'll help. I have a feeling something like this is going to be pretty hard to do. Hey, I think it's working. Just using it as a heat, just the heat. Now, I'm not delusional. I don't think it's going to be very strong. But it does look like it's holding. Huh. I think it actually works. Huh. It works. It actually holds it together. Kind of. I was able to break it apart, but it did put it together. Now I wonder what will happen if I give it some filament. Oop, a little bit too much heat. You'd need practice for control. You would need practice for control, but it can kind of work. Yeah, soldering iron would work as well. It does pull off, though. So I didn't get enough heat for penetration. And if I sit here long enough to get penetrating heat, it'll probably be enough to distort the part. Although that did a pretty good job. You see there, that part there. Now it's broken here and here, but this part here where I pushed a little filament in there and I kept it nice and hot, that actually is holding. See? Yeah, that's a lot of force. There we go. That actually took a lot of force to break. That was actually reasonably strong. So this might be useful for gluing fins back on a rocket. I could probably simulate that. Let's see, how can I simulate that? Need a piece of cardboard. So if we were to say, this is the rocket, and I'm trying to attach this fin on the field, this is kind of silly because you just use glue. Nah, didn't hold very well. My guess is the glue, the filament, just doesn't penetrate into this material well enough. Maybe if you scuffed it up first, because nope, see, it doesn't even hold onto the cardboard very well. Yeah, came off pretty clean. So yeah, that wouldn't work for that. You're better off with a glue gun. Yeah, using it as a soldering iron to put parts back together does work. Of course, you hit it with too much heat and you'll just melt it. This is silk filament. It's probably not the best one to be using for this. Interesting potential here. I wonder if I could gap fill. Too much heat. It's working, but it's also distorting the part. Way too much heat. It's just distorting the part. Although this is also a 1.5 millimeter nozzle. Probably not the best one to be using for this. That's all right, Aaron. Although I do wonder if this can be used to fix a support on a printer. So let's say you're printing support on a printer and it breaks free. Let's switch back to PLA. They're probably got to get all their Kickstarter orders out first before they do the pre-orders elsewhere. Okay. Let's try some orange. Just because. There we go. Let it feed. My Wednesday's doing pretty good, Aaron. So now we got an extruding PLA. Let's pretend this is support that broke free. And I want to reattach that support to the bed. I'd give that a yes. It's a bit messy, but it does work. And this gives me a hard time feeding. I don't think it likes the fact that I had TPU in there. Well, one trick with trying to repair supports is to slow down. So turn the speed all the way down to 25% so you don't bump anything while you're putzing with it. That is an important thing to do. You got jam. No, it looks okay. It just wasn't gripping. Hello, Roy. Boy, you get a long string in there. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a long string. Huh. You catching a mouse, Ender? Pretty neat that you can open that up to get to the filament path in there. You'll probably mess something up doing that. Your best bet is, believe it or not, your best bet to repair an in-process print is a hot glue gun. And if you need to reinforce a print, get those bamboo skewers that you use on barbecuing and use them as built-in supports. Bamboo skewers work great. Yeah, I'm going to have to try this with some 2.85. I'm assuming that's what this is. I haven't tried to use this yet. This was the nice little freebie that came with one of the Alien 3D boxes. Yeah, 2.8. So it's your standard 2.8 millimeter filament. Yep. This should be the same. Yeah. It's your standard 2.8 millimeter filament. Not if you're in Albuquerque. Joann's had one listed on the website, but when I called them, they said they didn't have it. So this one here, not available anymore. They changed it once I called them up to ask about it. And when I checked other stores, they all say not available. The two Albuquerque stores say not available. But yeah, I would love to try to get one. Just don't everybody go crazy trying to get one without coordinating with me, because I don't want to buy two. Oh, that'd be great. If he can grab one in Arizona, they'll save me the shipping. I can meet you in Albuquerque. Oh, that'd be wonderful to save the shipping. I love the fact that this comes in a little case, too. That's a nice little unit right there. Well, all I know is a 3D printer for $100, and it looks cool. So does it work by rotating the bed? Looks like the bed rotates. Oh, I'll pay it for it. I don't mind paying. Yeah, it rotates the bed. Okay. So it works like the I have another one like that. What was that called? It's out in the container. Yeah, I know. 99 bucks at Joann's. I was like, hell yeah. It's just a novel way of printing. There's another company that did this. I have their printer. Is it really crap? I have one like this. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Polar something? I think it's called Polar 3D printer. That might be it. Polar 3D. Yeah, that's it. I have this printer. This thing here. I have that. Have you ever had a dual extrusion like the 10 log? What's the 10 log? I do have some dual extrusion printers. I have an A10M, an A20M, I believe. And was this from Danish? From Denmark? And I also have I have two CRXs from Creality. Those are all dual extrusion. Dual head. So is that like a standard dual head or a IDEX with the two individual heads? Sculpt those Danish. Yeah, for $100, I'll run a live stream on it and we'll putz around with it. It's like for that price, why not? Just screw around with it. Yeah, IDEX is very cool. What I really want to get into is like the E3D tool changer. That's what I want to get into. But that's way beyond my price range. Google 10 log. Oh yeah. Okay, that's an IDEX. Yeah, I would love to have one of those. Yeah, that's an IDEX printer. I should be able to view image. There we go. No worries. It's going to be hard to find. Apparently, it was a mistake in pricing. Oh, you can't print directly off the Sculpto? You have to print over Wi-Fi? Like you can't just put a memory card in it? That kind of sucks if you can't. So you can't print locally offline. You can only print online? Okay, that kind of sucks. I'm not really that interested in it then. If I have to go through their stupid site to print with it, yeah. Hey, my Marvin's not that bad. I did it with a $13 pen from the thrift store. My only real complaint is a little slow. I'd like it if it was a little faster. Seems well made though. What's the build volume on that thing? I hope it's at least a 334. Yeah, 3.3 and almost 4. 300 by 300 by 350. That's not the bad. And direct drive, too. Well, the big thing with IDEX is you're left-right because you can lose a little bit. Oh, it's got linear rails, too. At least on the x-axis, there's a linear rail. Yeah, if I have to connect over Wi-Fi, screw them. Because as soon as the Wi-Fi goes down, you can't use it anymore. I also love this mirroring mode. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that that was a online only printer. It probably is like the Hicktop because Hicktop also has an IDEX printer. Yeah, being able to use soluble supports would be pretty darn cool. Looks like they're using optical sensors. Swappable tool heads? Now that's kind of cool. FlashForge Creator 3 IDEX, huh? Oh wow, a fully enclosed IDEX printer. $3,200. Holy crap. Wow. FlashForge does make some nice machines though. They're noisy, they're bulky, but they're nice. What's the build volume? Build volume 300 by what is that? 250. Yeah, 300 by 250 by 200. Looks like it's 300 by 250 by 200. Yeah, FlashForge makes good machines. Their machine is noisy, it resonates, it's bulky, it's cumbersome, but damn it, it just works well. Yeah, it allows swappable hot ends. By using a connector, they can swap the hot ends, which is pretty slick. I finally figured out how to pet Nosy. He jumps if you touch him when he's asleep. So the trick is, I put my hand here and give a little scritch. And he wakes up. And now I can touch him without him jumping. Yeah. I don't like making him jump if I don't have to. He's a good boy. Yeah. Getting a little stretch out there. He's a good boy. I will. It's expensive. I guess the real question is, do you have a use for the IDEX printing? If you have a legit use for the IDEX printing, grab it. If you don't, hold off. Yeah, that actually holds pretty good. I mean, that actually is on there. That actually really is on there. Huh. Okay. Maybe there is something to using that. Oh, she absolutely loved that thing. Yeah, it's a beautiful machine. I'll have to do a little review on it at some point for you guys because it's an HP EliteBook. It's a very nice HP laptop with a full keyboard, with the number pad, but it's a specialty one because the whole thing is rose gold. That rose gold pink color, and yeah, she really liked that. I couldn't have just let that sit in the closet for the next 6 months until Christmas. I just couldn't do it. It'd be such a waste. Well, if it's $3,000, it's the FlashForge. They're just a little expensive. I like the little tool with storage for the nozzles. That's pretty darn cool. No, I have not used a palette. I can't afford a palette. I'd like to play with one, but I can't afford that. That was Vaughn who asked about the laptop I got from Michelle. It was expensive, but worth it. $100 trash can 3D printers on eBay. Are you talking about the little Delta, the Hero 101 Hero? You talking about that thing there? Where? What? Give me an eBay number or something to search for. This thing's trash, by the way. The filament extruder is not strong enough. It just doesn't work. Give me some search criteria, Colin. Hello, 3D RCNC. I don't know. There's a number. Stop moving. I don't want it to be hidden. How do I undelete it? Okay, well, I got the eBay number. No, I didn't. What the hell? Copy. There it is. No match came up. Yeah, that did not work. It says no exact matches. I don't know, Troll Genius. I don't know how that works. I wish. If I can get my views up to like 3,000 or 4,000 views per video, I'd be doing pretty good. That'd be like $200-300 a month in ad revenue. Thank you. Rock Space. Nothing comes up for Rock Space 3D. Well, they don't really have 2,000 to 3,000 views. They have more like 1,000 views. That's a quirk of the way live streams count views. So live streams that get a lot of visitors like mine do look like they have more views than they really do, especially when it comes to monetization. Hey, Ian. Paste, search. Oh, okay. Huh. Doesn't look like it has a heated bed. Yeah, PLA only, so no heated bed. I've seen this before. That's a tiny little booger, isn't it? It's got a nice little tiny little linear rail there. Yeah, I've seen this printer before. Now, if that had a heated bed, that'd be interesting. Because that'd be pretty easy to enclose with a door on the front and back. That would make a nice little portable ABS monster if that had a heated bed. It's been out for quite a while, too. I saw it a year ago when I was searching GearBest and whatnot. No, they didn't. I wish. I'm really hoping Creality sends me that CR30, their new belt printer that's coming out in the next 6 months or so. I'm really itching for that. I want a belt printer so bad. But this would be nice because of its shape. It all depends on if that bed projects. Does that bed pop out of the enclosure? So it depends on if I'm pretty sure if I remember right. So it's a circular printer, and that bed actually pokes out of the circular space as it moves back and forth. Do you guys have any questions regarding the little pens? I've seen the ant as well. I don't want to get rid of that.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name
There it
is
is.
George Aguilar, and today I got my first 3D printer. So that means I'm not an expert, and that's why this video.
So there's that little printer right there.
Came out.
Does he not show a close up? There's a close up. Not yet. They said sometime after June, so we'll see. Yeah, it's pretty inconsistent because remember, you are the entire motion system with these things. So that's why you end up with. That's why you end up with this for a Marvin. Obviously, if you're more skilled with your hand-eye coordination, you can get better. And I've seen people make some amazing prints with 3D pens. But yeah, otherwise they work. I mean, they do the job. I'm just not very good. That's pretty tiny. That's like 10 inches across. Can you make something solid? Sure. This is pretty solid. I can't squeeze it. If you mean make something nice looking, I don't know about that. It all depends on how good are you with a paintbrush. How good are you with a glue gun? I guess that's what it's going to come down to. I mean, I've look at what somebody like Devin Montez has done with 3D printing pens. I mean, he's made some pretty cool stuff. So it just depends on how good you are. I'm not very good, so. Well, it is kind of Marvin shaped. Kind of, sort of. I even got the little loop on the top. I got the 2 feet. And that was with a big fat 1.5 millimeter nozzle too. Actually, my problem was overheating. So I would think maybe setting up a little fan to blow on it to keep it cool as parts cooling, that would probably help. Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah, it was the A team. As a person who makes 3D prints, yes, this could come in handy for fixing 3D prints, and it actually did work to attach something to the bed so you can attach support. But you can get cheaper than 3Doodler. Although I do like the nice metal construction. I like the 5 volt 1.2 amp, so I can use a USB port plug for this. In fact, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to convert one of these to USB. And I do like the different nozzle shapes with the tool to change it. In fact, I want to try that nozzle. Yeah, it is a teeny tiny little motor driving the thing. I want to try that wavy nozzle. I don't know. I don't have enough experience with 3D pens to be able to give you a suggestion. Yeah, I want to try that ribbon one. I would suggest starting with a cheap one and seeing if you got the hand-eye coordination to make that work. I have 140 3D printers, so it depends on what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, I guess it would help if I loaded some filament. I don't know. Again, I don't have any experience with them. So I can't tell you which one's more reliable. Hey, it does lay flat ribbon. That's cool. It does lay a ribbon of filament. Now that would actually be a little bit better for making repairs. That fine little ribbon. Huh. Yeah, I would start off with like a $20 one off of Amazon or something like that, just to see if you have any interest at all. Because if you decide it sucks, you don't want to spend $80. I wonder if that'll make a stronger bond. Now I'm curious. Hey, that is a stronger bond. How much to tear it off? Yeah, I can still tear it off, but still, that was a heck of a lot stronger. That's kind of cool. So I don't know if you can see this. Well, even with all that retraction, it still oozes like crazy. I'm trying to get rid of the filament there so you can see the tip. See how the tip's got a flat? That's pretty cool. Well, I did it on the cardboard side, figuring that would be a little bit more grippy. But it actually lays a ribbon of filament. instead of a line. This shouldn't be 140. This should be like 80 bucks. And it might be cheaper on eBay. Nope, not that. That one's 60. 60 roughly. That's an older one. That's a really older one. Here's a 2.0 for 50. So 40 bucks plus $10 shipping. So 50 bucks for that one. This one could go for under 40. Oh, really? The nozzle kit's 20 bucks? Holy shit, yeah, here it's 40. Ouch. I got it for $12.99 at a thrift store. Wow, I didn't think these sold for that much. Huh. I didn't think they were worth that much. Ooh, sparkle filament. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Here's one for 16 bucks. Nozzle kit. $25 with some flexi. Here's one for 16. That's 22, 20, 32. Ouch. It looks like about 16 bucks is your cheapest. Here's free ship, $16.50. Boy, that's expensive. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's 6 nozzles plus the tool. It's actually not a, when you think about it, that's not a horrible price for that. I just didn't realize the pens were $100. I kind of like the flat tips though. I'm gonna try to get a picture of that profile for you guys. There you go. So it prints a ribbon instead of a line. Well, remember, I do this for a living. So manufacturers send me printers. And I mean, I even have a printer here. I can't even show you guys. It's a beta machine. They want some feedback. I got to send them some feedback this weekend. And you know, I don't buy too many printers with my own money. I can't afford that. No, because these are the opposite of a normal nozzle. Let me show you. Actually, it'd be better. So it looks like a normal nozzle until you realize that the threading is on the printer part. So that there is threaded. See how that's threaded? And then this here contains the opposite of a normal nozzle. There we go. Now you can see it. So no, you would not be able to adapt these to a regular printer. At least not easily. In theory, you could, if you found the right threaded rod to fit that, and then you know, a piece of all thread with a hole drilled through it, and then you could thread it in maybe. But that would be a lot of work for not a lot of reward. The having different shaped nozzles makes sense for a handheld pen. It does not make sense for a fixed 3D printer, because think about it. This has a slot. Okay, so this has a slot. All right. So that means when I'm going this way, I'm creating a ribbon, but when I'm going this way, I'm creating a too thick line. Then I'm going back to creating a ribbon, then a too thick line. And then I go diagonal, and now I'm creating a hybrid between a line and a ribbon. So it doesn't make sense for a 3D printer to have different shaped nozzles like this. It does make sense for a 3D printing pen to have different shaped nozzles. I'm going to unload the filament. There we go. That's pretty slick, though. Was it positive tip? Yes, positive tip. I want to plug one of these into a USB drive. I think that'd be neat. So do I. That pink one. Give me a shot at pink printer. Yes, it does have a triangular shape. There we go. Pretty darn cool. Yeah, it has a metal insert so it can handle the heat. So that bit's all metal. I already made one for the 3D printer. Hang on, I got it right here. So that's mine. You could buy a set of these bits off Amazon for less than $10. It's like $5-6, and then you print out the little stubby screwdriver off Thingiverse, and you just jam that booger in there. That ain't ever coming out. You'll break it before you get it out. But yeah, so this is my 7mm socket. I have a 6mm too. But yeah, that's what I use for my nozzles. As long as you don't leave it sitting on there, not enough heat transfers through here to affect this. It works great. Well, here's something for you guys. If you guys are interested in these, let's call it $55, shipping included. And as long as you don't want the boxes. If you want the boxes, add $10. If you don't want the boxes, $55. And I'll send you the whole nozzle kit, all the filament, and all that crap, because I can fit this in a flat rate box. If I don't include this box, I can fit this in a flat rate box. So it'll only cost me like $7 to ship it. Although I kind of want to keep one. they're kind of neat. And it's well built. Any questions? A set screw for what, Colin? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So I can give one away as a prize or something like that. Make it like some kind of giveaway or something like that. Because I do kind of like it. I just didn't realize they were worth that much. When I got them for so cheap, I just figured they weren't worth very much. I am going to try to run one off USB. A set screw instead of a 7mm socket? I don't understand. Yeah, I would like to try my hand at getting better at making stuff with them. I've seen people make some pretty cool stuff with them. I'm just not very artistic. As you can see. That's my Marvin. I'm going to keep that. I just think that's neat. 2.8mm. So it's 2.85 filament. It's your standard 3mm filament. Most people don't realize that 3mm filament is actually 2.85. So 2.8mm. Oh, you need a really big set screw for that. That's not a bad idea either. Thread a set screw right into there. The problem is you might transfer enough heat to start melting the plastic. There's enough metal here that you have enough thermal mass. That's Marvin, and that's Marvin without a mask. He got the Rona. Oh my God, do I have a Marvin here somewhere? Probably. I don't know where it's at though. I've probably got one floating around. So, oh, wait a minute. Where's that little container? Do I have any in here? There's a Marvin. Well, it's a Marvin Groot, but it's close enough. Here we go. There's a Marvin Groot and a... There you go. After he got nuked and they stretched him like taffy. Now, this might be a little handier with a roll of filament, so you're not constantly loading the little sticks. Although I was extruding at 1.5 millimeters, so I can see why that would take a lot. Wow. Someone got a nice picture of the comet. I'm still trying to get a picture, but it's always cloudy at night. It's driving me crazy. Pretty darn cool. Alrighty, guys. I guess that's it for today. Oh, yeah, I can use up all that 3mm filament I have now. I'm going to call quits. Get out of here. I want to go to the post office and get my goodies. I got a whole bunch of Amazon packages today from that Vine stuff where they send you the free things to do reviews. And go from there. I will see you guys in the next live stream. And hopefully get a video posted this weekend. I gotta get a regular video posted. Maybe I'll try to make something with this and do a time lapse or something like that, and do the USB conversion too. I'm gonna chop up one of these wires and do a USB conversion for this because I wanna power this off a battery bank. I think that would be a lot more convenient if I can just take have one of these to power it. This would power it for hours and hours and hours. So just you'd have a little kit where that would be your little kit, and you wouldn't need any power. That'd be pretty handy. So you guys have a great day. I will see you later. And thank you very much for the people who join my Patreon, for people who use my links in the description below. I appreciate that. That is how I make my income, and you guys are appreciated.